Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be taking you through my top 10 Sephora sales recommendations. That's right, although I am but a lowly English lady, banned from the Sephora website like the rest of my country, and without such joy of a Sephora of our own, to call our own in our own fair country, I'm still here for you guys, okay? So I heard on the grapevine, apparently, the spring sale is a-coming. All right, I heard about it. They can't keep me from finding out about these things. And it's a huge sale, a big sale, the biggest sale of all time. So I hear. I know nothing about it. Obviously, being English, we don't have Sephora, can't get on the website without using a VPN and questionable methods. And even then, I can't place an order because I have but an English address. So I wouldn't know how great it is, all right? But all of that aside, the bitterness aside, I'm here to recommend to you guys what if I could shop such a sale, what I myself would be going for. Because Sephora, although they might like to think so, are not the only shop doing a sale, so there are other sales coming up. They're popping up. Springtime, I love a good sale. I've already seen a Space NK sale. I've already seen about 15 different Pat McGrath sales. So sale time is here, and these are probably typically the recommendations that I would give. Here's the exception, the caveat to the rule, and that is that I'm not going to be recommending any Pat McGrath products. The reason being that the Pat McGrath sale is way better than 20%, okay? A lot of us got like 50, 60 and more % off in the most recent sale. Some would say that was a mistake, but we were taking it, okay? We were taking it. So I would not recommend any Pat McGrath purchases from the Sephora sale because 20% is just not where it's at when it comes to Pat McGrath. We've seen better, we can do better. So that's why there's no Pat McGrath recommendations in here. Focus your mind, if you will, on the products where 20% is about as good as it gets. Let's get started. So first up, a foundation that I know for a fact is available on the Sephora website, I think. I think so. And this is the Nars Light Reflecting foundation. You guys know I am in love with this foundation. The Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate is not available on the Sephora website. So one of my recommendations for this sale is a foundation. The foundation's pricey. 20% is a decent discount when it comes to foundation. The Nars Light Reflecting I feel like is the most consistent, the one that most people are getting on the best with. Charlotte Tilbury is a little hit and miss for some people. It's a hit for me, but it's a miss for many. But the Nars Light Reflecting, I think it's a gorgeous, natural luminosity, great long wearing foundation, looks beautiful and flattering on the skin. If you've been waiting for a sale, that is one that I would pick up at sale price because it's gorgeous and I think most people are going to have a good time with it. Something is trying to blind me. And I need to see. Next up, let's talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm palette, which I think I've tried to check. Okay, it's very tricky for me, but I'm pretty sure this is still in stock on the Sephora website. Oh, I love this quad. This is such a wonderful palette. These types of like cheek palettes, these limited edition holiday releases, that sort of thing, I feel like they become a bit of a flash in the pan. You kind of use them and get excited about them because they're very, very beautiful to look at. Can't deny. But actually for them to wind up being used and become a regular product that we reach for all the time, top drawer status, is unusual. It's never happened to me with like an Hourglass palette. They tend to like the shine of them and the excitement for them, for me, wears off pretty quickly. Whereas this Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm palette is one of my favorite makeup products to use. I use it, I travel with it all the time, and I use it a lot in my day-to-day makeup. I love every single shade in here and I can use them all. There's not a dud. I think it's gorgeous. It's obviously very pricey, 20% off. We will take it. We will take the 20% off and thank you for it. Not as much obviously if it was 50, but we'll thank you for 20 because that's our only option. Next up, I always recommend taking full advantage of the sale by picking up your big ticket items now. Wait for a sale. Never pay full price for a very, very pricey product that you know at some point is going to be in the sale, okay? Don't be crazy. Don't give them free money for no reason, all right? Keep as much of it as you can. So I would always recommend going for a fragrance in a sale, because when it's a % off, rather than, oh, we'll take pounds off here and there, a percentage sale, the higher ticket items saves you more money. You know, perfume is expensive, but 20% is going to save you more, like $40 or $50, as opposed to like if you bought a lipstick and it's going to save you $3. You see where I'm going with this? Big savings, please. So one of the fragrance brands that I love that is stocked and available on Sephora, again, I think so. I'm not confident I'll tell you about any of the things in this video, because I'm very unfamiliar with Sephora. As I said, they hate me and my whole country. But Kilian is available on Sephora, I'm pretty sure, 99%. And two of my favourite fragrances from, well, any brand, but certainly from Kilian, Angel's Share. You guys have heard me rave about this for literally about 3 years since it came out, however long it's been, 2 years, maybe a year. Time, like I said, ceased to have any meaning about 3 years ago. So the last 3 years just all melt into one in my brain, but it came out in the last 2 years. Let's go with that. One of my all-time favourite fragrances, just so sexy, warming, with a hint of sweetness, a hint of mystery, very, very alluring. Say it with me, alluring. That's what it is, okay? Unisex, boozy, can't go wrong. Could save yourself plenty of dollars here. See, I know the lingo. Are you impressed? I hope not, because I don't know what that says about us. But a gorgeous fragrance. And another fragrance that I love from Kilian is the Love Extreme, which was a limited edition but was brought back. I think it was it Valentine's Day? Must have been. That was recently, wasn't it? Valentine's Day. Love Extreme made a reappearance. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that my bottle smashed. And I thought it was gone forever, because the fragrance was not available anymore. It was a limited edition, it had gone, and then it came back for Valentine's Day, and all was well with the world. Not as well as if I hadn't smashed it and had to buy it twice, but you understand, small wins. So those are the two fragrances on Sephora that if you've been waiting for a sale to get 20% off a big ticket item, save a lot of dollars, not pounds. Remember where we are. Those are the two fragrances that I would get your nose on. Next up, the Tom Ford Soft Matte Primer. This has just been such a win for me. I don't know that I had high expectations for this primer. Not saying that I had low I just had some expectations. I don't know if they were high. They were neither high nor low. They were just expectations. I didn't know what to expect, but my goodness, did it deliver. Gorgeous, smooth, flawless, longer wearing foundation. Yes, please. Tick, tick, tick. It does everything it says on the tin. It's my favourite primer of all time. Is it pricey? Yeah, it is the answer. So why not get 20% off, I hear you say? That would be my choice if I had one. This video should actually have been titled like Charlotte rants about Sephora not being in the UK for 20 minutes. But I'm not bitter. Okay. Next up, the Dior Addict lipsticks. These shiny, hydrating, glowing lipsticks that I've been banging on about for weeks now. Who knows how long. I won't shut up about them, okay? These are like some of my favourite ever of these balmy, shiny lipsticks. They're just so shiny. I've said shiny 46 times, but they are, okay? I can't lie to you. Shiny, hydrating. They feel delightful, glorious, in fact, on the lips. So many beautiful colours to choose from, and I love them. They are expensive, they are refillable, they have very expensive cases, God only knows what reason, but I've been saying to you guys, wait for a sale. They're going to be sticking around. They're on Sephora now. If you've been waiting like a good boy or girl, then now is your time to get them and feel smug about it, because you got them for less than I paid. That's for sure. Next up, the only skincare item that I find exciting enough, I think, to recommend to you, because honestly, skincare, doesn't tickle my pickle. It's a necessity, but I can't say I get excited for it. But this moisturiser, the Farmacy Honey Halo moisturiser, is just a joyous thing. I spoke about this when I first got it and in like the favorites when I'd been using it for the first month, and it's just, I love it. I love it. And that's coming from someone who just can't get excited about skincare. I love the smell of it. It's not super potent. It's just a little waft, if you will, of honey, as you might expect from the name. The texture, the consistency, the packaging, the fact that you get a little spatula so you can feel like a princess as you apply your moisturizer of a morning. And it's just so like richly hydrating without any of like the thickness or the staying on the skin or the greasy feeling or the getting all over your pillow. It's so richly hydrating, but it melts into the skin. It's perfect for under makeup. I just think it's my favorite moisturizer. I just love everything about it. The process, the packaging, the scent, the experience, the journey. But it's very, very expensive, and therefore take 20% off while you can, you know. Next up, the only hair care, is it a lie? I'm not sure. Hair care products that I'm going to talk about, and this is Olaplex. Olaplex is so expensive, but it quite honestly has completely changed my hair, revolutionized my hair, if you will. It's just, I mean, it's growing again, which it hasn't done for a long time. It's growing, it's thriving, it's living its best life. It feels stronger, it looks better. Obviously today you can't really see it. It's back there, promise you, haven't gone bald. I love Olaplex. It's changed my hair. It's changed the way that I colour my hair. It's just way, way less damaged now, and it survives the colouring process far better. I can go longer between washes. It's amazing. My favourites are 3 through 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I never thought the shampoo and conditioner were necessary, but apparently now they are, because I can't use anything else on my hair other than these products. If you wanted to pick 1 or 2, I would probably go for 3 and 6. Obviously the shampoo and conditioner I'm a big fan of, but if you're trying to get like the most for your money as far as the difference to your hair, 3 and 6 will probably be my recommendation to you. I just think save as much money as you can. They're very pricey products, but they are an investment, 1, in your hair, and 2, because they last really, really long time. I repurchased a number 6 literally about 6 months ago because I was sure my number 6 was going to run out. But you need such a small amount of these products that they last for such a long time that although it feels like crazy expensive, especially if you were like previously a Pantene 2-in-1 kind of girl, the horror. I hope my hairdresser doesn't see that. You don't have to repurchase them very often. My shampoo lasts me like 6 months, that shampoo. And I've got some hair, okay? I've got a fair bit. So yeah, they will last you. Invest the money. It makes such a difference to your hair. Next up, the Natasha Denona Glam Face and Eye Palette. This is one of the hits of the year for me. Absolutely obsessed. The light palette is my favourite. The eyeshadows in there, I don't really use, if I'm honest, the blush and the highlight. Don't really care about them, don't really use them. The eyeshadows in here are like it. I wish that was just released as a £5 because it's the greatest £5 of all time. Every time people ask me, what's on your eyes, what's on your eyes? It's that palette. I get so many compliments about it. It's just, they're such an incredible high shine. The mattes just are everything you could ever need, just beautiful. But the shiny effect that these shimmers give and just the overall look of these 5 shadows together on the lid is absolute thing of beauty. But especially if, like me, you're not really going to use the cheap products, don't pay full price for crying out loud. Okay, get your 20% off. I hope you've waited for sale because that's our mantra here. Wait for sale, wait for sale, wait for sale. That's what we do. That's how we win. That's how we beat the system. Stick it to the man. I don't know who that man is, but we're sticking it to him. That's what we're doing. Next up, another primer I want to talk to you about, and it is, of course, my OG, my holy grail for a very long time, and it's the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I currently use the liquid. I'm using it up alongside my Tom Ford. I do prefer the Tom Ford to the liquid. I need to repurchase a cream silk canvas so that I can get my final decision on whether the solid Tatcha Silk Canvas or the Tom Ford is my absolute holy grail, because it's been a while since I used the solid because I've been using the liquid. But I do know for a fact, because I haven't repurchased and gone through count them, three of these Tatcha Silk canvases before I tried out the liquid, that's how much I loved it. It's such a beautiful primer, and a bit like the Olaplex, although a totally different product. Hear me out. It will last you a year. This primer lasted me a year when I used to use this one. It's such an incredible base for makeup. It's going to keep your makeup just looking fresh. That's what I feel the silk canvas does. It keeps makeup looking fresh, and just the plump, hydrated freshness to the skin. It gives you the smoothness, no soaking in and exaggerating texture and things like that underneath makeup. It's just such a great primer. It also is very protective against pollution and things like that. It's like a barrier on the skin between makeup and your skin. I think it's such a great primer, but again, very, very expensive, and therefore higher ticket price means a higher saving when it's a percentage discount. So now's the time, if you've been waiting for a discount, to snap that one up. My stomach is growling so loudly, I'm 100% sure it's all you can hear. I promise there is no tiger in the room. And last but not least, the Nars blush palette. I think it's Afterglow that is the only one that's currently in stock on the Sephora website. Again, a tricky business finding these sorts of details out for me. But really, any blush palette from Nars will do, honestly. They're very expensive, they're big ticket items. Although they're limited edition, they do kind of loiter about the place for a good few months after they have been released typically. So for me, you can't go wrong with these. They're so beautiful. They give me so much joy. They make incredible gifts as well if it's someone's birthday coming up, or I know here in the UK it's Mother's Day, but I think you guys in the US have a different date for Mother's Day, don't you? So much confusion, honestly. So they do make incredible gifts for yourself as well, okay? That's who we're gifting it for, no shame in that game. But they are expensive, again, a bit of investment, because you are getting 6 whole blushes or blush and highlight combo, depending on which one you go for. It just gives you so many options. I imagine as well, if you are a makeup artist, so you're doing lots of different people's makeup, different skin tones, different preferences, different colouring, it's going to give you so many options for your money. And although yes, they are more expensive than a blush, they're a lot cheaper than like 6 blushes. So, you know, pros and cons. But either way, it's a good way to save a lot of money by picking it up 20% off, because it is a pricier product. You can't go wrong with the Nars blush palette. They're just so easy and beautiful. I feel like the shades that go in there just work on so many skin tones, give you so many options to different preferences and days and occasions, but it's such a gorgeous formula. The packaging is always delightful, and you know, if you want to feel like you're gifting yourself something, that really does feel like a little present to yourself, doesn't it? So there you have it. Those are my top 10 recommendations for the upcoming, the impending, the any moment Sephora sale. Please let me know what your recommendations are, what you plan to pick up in the Sephora sale. Have you been waiting for this sale to buy essentials and just save some money, or is there something you've got your specific little beady eye on, or are you just going in there blind, willy-nilly to wreak havoc? I hope not. Please let us know in the comments section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I'd love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye.